Hey y'all, this is Julian Rico. This is NFL Week 15 picks. We're getting closer to the NFL season playoffs. So, hey, last week I went 8-5, which is very a tough week for me. But overall record 129 to 79 record is a positive note for me. Still as a good picker right here. So this week, no bye weeks. It is full slate games. Starting with Thursday night, we got the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. San Francisco is a 2.5 point favorite. Why are there 2.5 point favorites? Because a big news happening. Nick Bosa is expected to be questionable for this game. Unfortunately, Trent Williams will not be playing this game, and they're coming off a domination win against the Bears. No surprise there. They're taking on the Rams, who are coming off a big win in their home against the Buffalo Bills. This game could go either way. The Rams try to keep up with the Seahawks, who are leading first place in the NFC West. 49ers, they're trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I'm going to go San Francisco. I think they spoil that Rams big win from last week and get a huge win. I say 49ers winning it in a 26-20 win over the Rams. To the Sunday games we go. Let's go. Washington taking on the New Orleans Saints at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Washington is a 7.5 point favorite. Commanders are coming off a bye. Impressive year for them, but now they got to finish strong to get to the playoffs. They're going to head to New Orleans to take on the New Orleans Saints, who, they lose Derek Carr, who's now out for the season. So Jake Haener will be the starter for this game. And they're coming off a huge win against the Giants. This is Marshon Lattimore's debut. Now, of course, he is expected to play in this game, so that's going to be awesome to see. Revenge game is always some great things about it, but I'm going to go with the Commanders in this one on 32-14. I don't see this game to be really that competitive. I think Washington's offense will be explosive against that Saints defense, but I think that offense for New Orleans, without Derek Carr, you can't make this game really closer. So give me the Commanders in that one. The AFC West champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Cleveland Browns at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Kansas City is a 4.5 point favorite. This to me is a trap game because Kansas City is coming off always find a way to win against the Chargers. They will be heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns, who are coming off a disappointed loss to their divisional rivals, the Steelers. And listen, Kansas City is a 4.5 point favorite. Can Cleveland catch up with that? No. Do I think it's going to be a competitive game? Yes. 26-20 over the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Cincinnati is a 5 point favorite, and this is a Brian Callahan revenge game. Huge game for him after coming off so close to beating the Jacksonville Jaguars, but taking on the red-hot Bengals, who are trying to keep that playoff hopes alive, and they're going to need a lot of help to be in that playoff spot. This is going to be a fun game. I think Tennessee can spoil in this one, but I think the Bengals prevail in this one. 23-29. I think it's going to be a great game, but I think Cincinnati wins it on the road. Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Houston is a 3 point favorite. Houston coming off a bye, of course. They're trying to finish the season strong, trying to be AFC South champs. They got the red-hot Miami Dolphins who, listen, Tua Tagovailoa is going to win Comeback Player of the Year because of that performance he is doing. Coming off an overtime win against the Jets and keeping their playoff hopes alive. And with that being said, Houston's defense is carrying this team on their backs. Offensively, it's been questions. There's been problems. Give me the Miami Dolphins. I think Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jonnu Smith, that offense will find a way to win it in a huge game in Houston. score on this one, 23-20. Really low score game, but I think Miami prevails in this one in Houston. Baltimore taking on the New York Giants at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Baltimore is a 14.5 point favorite. It's the highest spread of the week. And Ravens fans, we have been there before. The Ravens have done this before twice. We always pick them to beat the Raiders. It didn't go well. We thought they'd beat Cleveland. It didn't go well either. Now they got to play the Giants, who are holding that second overall pick or first overall pick in the NFL draft. I'm going with the Ravens. How do I say it? 52-21. I think Baltimore, with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, they're going to try to keep up with the Steelers for that division, but also try to keep their playoff hopes alive. And because of that, Baltimore, you get a victory Sunday. Following that, you got the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. New York Jets are a 3.5 point favorites, so close to get their fourth win of the season, but they have to fly to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. We're coming off their third win of the season, and can they go back-to-back wins for Jacksonville? This could be a closer game, but Jacksonville defense coming off better performance. But I got the Jets winning it 20-24. Really close game. I could see that as another upset for the Jaguars, but I think the Jets will find a way to win it 24-20 over the Jaguars. All right, the moment we all been waiting for. The Dallas Cowboys going to fly to Charlotte. They take on my Carolina Panthers at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. For the first time ever since December 2022, my Panthers are a 2.5 point favorites. Thank you, Las Vegas, for giving us the chance to win it. Why? Here's the thing. The Panthers were really a good football team, so close these games. All right? They get a win against New Orleans, really close game. They had a good win against the Giants in Germany, close game. So close to upset the Chiefs, so close to get a huge win against the Bucs. And then last week, so close to beating the Eagles, like you have it in your hands until it fades away. But this Panthers team is still competitive. They're trying to finish the season strong. But they got the Cowboys, who, as much as I want to say heartbreaker for y'all, block punts, then touched by a Cowboy, and then the Bengals have the ball, and then all of a sudden you know the rest of the story. This is a fun game. I think the Cowboys respond, but I got the Panthers winning this game. This is going to be the week the Panthers win it. Give me the Panthers 24-16 over the Cowboys. I think Bryce Young and that Panthers offense will find ways to win this game. Adam Thielen's been having his best year. Chuba Hubbard having his best year of the year. And also, yes, it's Rico Dowell versus my last name, Rico. So we call it the Rico Bowl at least. So Panthers, go out there and beat those Cowboys. All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Los Angeles Chargers at 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The LA Chargers are a 3-point favorites coming off a disappointing road loss to the Chiefs. Now they get the red-hot Buccaneers, who are coming off a win and their first place in the division in the NFC South. But I got the Chargers. I think the Bucs defense will keep it close, but Chargers win at 20-30 over the Bucs. Maybe a preview of the wild card playoff spot between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos at 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Denver is a 4-point favorite, and both teams are coming off byes. Really good. Destiny is in their hands for Denver, trying to win this, and as soon as they win those games, they're in the playoffs. But the Colts are trying to get to the playoffs. This is going to be a fun game. This is my favorite game of the week, of course, because You got two coaches that are trying to get their teams or their franchise to the playoffs, and I gotta believe it. This is a 50-50 game, but I'm going with the Denver Broncos. They're playing in Mile High. I think Bo Nix will have a big day against that Colts defense. I got the Broncos winning that one. New England Patriots taking on the Arizona Cardinals at 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Arizona is a 6-point favorite, and I'm going to say this for once. This could be a trap game for the Cardinals because the Patriots are competitive with Drake May. But Arizona, you're coming off a disappointing home loss to the Seahawks. Not a good spot for you guys. This, I said it, a trap game for the Cardinals because, again, Drake May is playing his best football in New England. I got Arizona still winning this game, but I think it's going to be closer than that. 23-26 over the Patriots. We got two games of the weeks. We got Buffalo taking on the Detroit Lions at 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Detroit is a 2.5-point favorite. Detroit in a blissful 11-game winning streak. Now they get the Bills, who are coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Rams. This is the game of the week also, but you know what? I got the Bills. I think they end that winning streak from Detroit, and they get back to winning ways to get that number one seed in the AFC. America's game of the week also includes the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Philadelphia is a 5-point favorite. Here's why they're a 5-point favorite. Pittsburgh has never beaten the Philadelphia Eagles since 1968. That's been a long time the Steelers have beaten the Eagles. But, of course, the Eagles are coming off a huge, question game against the Panthers. I already said it, the Panthers playing competitive football. Now they got the Steelers who are coming off a big win against the Browns. And this is a huge game for Mike Tomlin because here's why. If they can win this game, they got their next opponent is the Kansas City Chiefs, or at least I'm assuming in 2 weeks. They get the Chiefs. But they have to win the division this year. I got the Steelers. And this is against that Eagles offense that, yeah, they got questions. I'm not trusting this offense because of the way they played against Carolina. I know they got Saquon Barkley, which I get it. But this Steelers defense is going to play hard against that Eagles offense. I got Pittsburgh winning it by 6, 20-26. Sunday Night Football, the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks at 8:20 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Green Bay is a 3-point favorite. This is an early preview of a playoff spot. Come on, y'all. Playing in Lumen Field in a primetime game? Come on. Give it to me. Green Bay's coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Lions on primetime. And again, Green Bay again, another primetime game. But on the road to Lumen Field, take on the first place Seattle Seahawks, who I doubt the Seahawks go into last place in 5 wins. They put my high expectations on the Seahawks after beating the Arizona Cardinals. And listen, Seahawks fans, I don't see you guys missing Pete Carroll anymore. This is going to be a fun game, and this is played at Lumen Field. I have the Seahawks winning that game 23-31. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Seattle finds a way to win it. We got 2 Monday Night Football games. The Chicago Bears take on the Minnesota Vikings at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and ESPN+. Minnesota is a 7-point favorite. Vikings getting a huge win against Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. They got the Bears coming in town who are, they're just the Bears. Giving the Vikings winning it 20-30 over the Bears. And then finally, we got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Atlanta is a 5-point favorite and a must-win game for the Falcons. Last week I picked the Falcons, disappointed me. Now they got the Raiders, who, assuming we're here, Aiden O'Connell may be playing this game, Give me the Falcons winning it 30-17 over the Raiders. Those are my game picks, and if you want to see more of my sports news, go ahead and check that last video from yesterday, including from the draw of the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm assuming that happened last week. And again, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.